Hi, today I'm going to explain you how to integrate the assets from Lansweeper into Teamly. First of all, we will create a category in which we will integrate the assets. In this case, I'm going to create the category Lansweeper and a subcategory called Lansweeper Assets. Now we will go to the basic settings and find the Lansweeper tab. Here you can find it, Lansweeper. Since it is our first time that we are in this page, we will have to activate the API keys. To do so, we have included a link to the website of Lansweeper and where to find it. If you go to the website, you will find it under Personal Application, and you will have to follow this tutorial. Since we are doing it here, I will explain you how to do it. We'll go to Lansweeper and we will select Developer Tools, All Applications, and the one that we are interested in this case, MSCD test. Here we will click on Authorize, which will open a new page. In this page, we'll have to select when is the token expiring. For our case, we will select no expiration time. Additionally, it will display what are the locations that we have scanned with Lansweeper. We have, for example, the demo site, which we use to test, ones that is for the office, and ones that we have outside. We will select the three of them so you can see how does it look. We will allow it, and here we have the API key. We copy the code and going back to Teamly. In this field, we'll paste the code and click on Connect. Now we are connecting to the API. As you can see here, we have a tick that is connected. The first panel, you will see which are the locations from Teamly and which are the connections from Lansweeper. In this column, you will see the ones from Lansweeper, API demo, data site, MSCD test, and Teamly Office. In this case, we want to integrate the ones from MSCD test. We'll have to select where are we importing them. In this case, we will say Stanford Berlin and save it. Once this is saved, we will see also all the assets that are recognized inside of Lansweeper. As you see, we have multiple assets here. We are interested in some in particular. In this case, for example, since this is the account we want to import, we see that there are some asset groups that we're interested into it. In this case, it's the computer, the monitor, and the router. So we search for those that we want to integrate, computer, and we select into Lansweeper. We can click on the drop down and write Lansweeper assets. The same applies for the router that we can find here. Lansweeper assets and the monitor. In this case, we can also select other categories, for example, laptops, even though it's not correct, and then we click on Save in the bottom. Once this is saved, we can go to the process of importing. This will display a new page in which we will have the results of the importing. We click on Import, and we will trigger the API. As you can see here, this is the loading page, and we will have displayed what are the items that are being collected. This will take a minute to work since it can have multiple assets and we are retrieving the information from Lansweeper. It will go through multiple calls until we ensure that all the assets have been read from Lansweeper and we can integrate it into Teamly. So far, as you can see here, we have a total of 3 imported items, which additionally is the same that we are looking here. 1 on the router, 1 on the monitor, and 1 in the computer. This will take a little bit and we'll come back to you in a minute. Now we have received the notification that everything has been imported. You can see here the summary of what happened. First of all, we imported 3 items, 2 under the category of Lansweeper assets and the other one in the category of laptops. You can see here the assets that you have imported. You can open them in a new tab and it will display the information. In this case, we will always try to import the MAC address and the IP if they exist, and the serial number. This asset, for example, doesn't have a serial number. We also will include the Lansweeper URL, which upon click on it, it will open the Lansweeper application redirected to the asset. Here you see, this is the asset with all information in Lansweeper. As you can see, also this one has a serial number, which is the computer, the monitor, and you will be able to also see it in Lansweeper. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.